Hey everybody, listen to the Combo Wombo podcast. I'm Chip Monkey. With me as always is the coffee sipping Mr. Gimpy.
Coffee sipping, Rolex wearing, no.
Jet setting son of a gun.
Yeah, right. What's up, brother?
Let's go. What's up, man?
Dude, there's some big news that happened over the week here that we're gonna jump into pretty quickly here. But before we do that, man, I gotta give you props on your game playing this week. You told me about the Molly from heaven. From what you were talking about yesterday, you wanted to tell people about
like
this,
a Molotov, dude. Oh, yeah, dude,
yeah.
just
Let's hear that story.
Planted a bomb on A site there, and guy was coming through a single door, and I threw a molly at him, dude. And I like reverse jet set, like remember the show Initial D where they're drifting? I reverse drifted like I was coming down Magic fucking Mountain, dude. Off that molly, hit him twice with the little handgun because it's all I bought. Like it wasn't like a save route. I just was bad with my financial decisions. So all I had was a molly, a gun, and a dream. Yeah, dude. So yeah, and then they gave me the bomb, and I was like, well, I better clutch this up. There's nobody else left, and that was it. Everybody clapped, dude. I don't talk to my teammates in that game because I feel like they're all toxic. Only people in the Discord, only the real friends.
Sure.
Yeah. Crowd was like, they're going fucking nuts. They're like, what am I witnessing? And I was like, they're bearing witness to greatness, bro. That's what's happening right now. Yeah.
For context for everyone here, Chip really doesn't play Counter-Strike, so this is
man. I was laying in bed over there while I was playing, dude. I was not even really trying. I was just having a laugh.
That's awesome. Did you guys end up winning the entire game?
Yeah, we did. We played one other one and lost that one, and then we're like, oh, we need to take a break, so we played more Hearthstone Battlegrounds.
Gotcha.
We try to get more people in. Our boy James was like, I'm playing with some other strangers on the internet. And we're like, bro, just come play Counter-Strike 1 with us. He's like, no, I'm proud to play 2. He's like, get 2. Stop being a bitch. And I'm like, they don't have it. They're like, you got to finish up the whatever. And I was like, no, the FAQ I just read that's like they posted said like it's just like random on their back end how they're doing it, how they're rolling it out. And he was like, no, you have to get rank. And I was like, where's that? Is that like somewhere written down or something? Because I'm going off the official FAQ. And he's like, that's the old FAQ. I was like, is there something new posted, man? He's like, bro, just go get ranked. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm not gonna.
He is wrong. They're not rolling it out continuously for everyone. It's everyone who was ranked at the time that they rolled it out for. So yeah. You have to wait for the official release, which, if rumor holds true, this Friday. If rumor holds true.
We'll see.
So
we're gonna see. Everyone says that they can't count past 2, bro.
That's true. Like shit, they can't even give you a real release date. It's like summer, so like we're going off summer solstice now. We think they use we think they use the
didn't say what year,
different
bro.
calendar than anyone else, right? It's not the Gregorian at all.
Nah, bro. Gabe he's redoing religions and calendars, dude.
They said 2023 for sure, but yeah, summer solstice ends like what, Thursday, Friday, something like that. So we'll see. But yeah, man, that's awesome. I like that you've been
maybe they know some shit we don't, bro. It's gonna be a new world order. Roll back the calendars. It's the fall, dude.
I like that you've been making an effort to not only get on the court and play with the boys, but to learn the game that we're all playing. It's been nice.
Yeah,
it's been nice to have something where we're all playing for synergy. It's like, hey, what do you guys want to play? Oh, we're all playing CS. All right, we'll jump on. That's been nice.
I definitely feel like my game philosophy is different than all of you guys. Is where like I'm just playing to like hang out with you guys and talk to you guys about life, and you guys are playing to win the game. Like it's fucking stupid, but I respect it.
Yeah,
everybody likes winning, dude. But it's like it's just a game, dude. We'll get into another one. We'll win some, we'll lose some. Hey, man, it's a game. One team's gonna win, one team's gonna lose. No matter how good you are, bro.
That's true, but there's like a competitive drive for it, man. I can't, like when you say it, that's such an overarching like thing where you're right, but like in the day to day, in the moment, I'm not agreeing with you. I got to win that. I'm gonna try.
Sure, but then like the team doesn't want to like deploy any tactics or stick to any strategy. They're just like, I just want to like hear call outs and scream when things don't go my way. Like, it's like, I don't give a fuck, boys. Like, it's like, all right, yeah, I died here, whatever. Yeah, so how's everything with you? You know, like, I don't give a fuck, dude. You guys are like, oh, we gotta like keep calling out like where everyone is. And it's like, why? So we can go in there single file and die because we suck at the game? Like, it's ridiculous.
Speak for yourself, dude.
Hey man, I saw what I saw. I said what I said.
I don't know who we is. But yeah, dude, it's been fun. It's been fun having you on overall. For me, man, I've just been grinding Street Fighter 6. Been getting some.
Are you using the
combos
hitbox with that, or are you still using your old arcade stick?
It depends on what I'm playing on. If I'm in a good spot, I'm comfortable. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just playing down here on the computer. I'm using my normal arcade stick. If I'm playing on the Steam Deck and I'm upstairs and my kids are playing Minecraft and I'm just sitting next to them, I don't want to have like the giant fucking arcade stick with me. I'm playing on the hitbox. So I'm switching back and forth. People are all like, "Oh, you're not going to get inconsistency that way." Fuck you. It's fine. All right. It's been fine. For Street Fighter, like hitbox, not hitbox, I don't have execution issues with the joystick. It's never been an issue for me. It's fun. It's a fun way to do it, and I don't get the wrist soreness like with the hitbox that I do with the joystick. So, ergonomically, I'd say it's better for me. I assume for when Tekken 8 comes out, I'll probably use the hitbox primarily. I may even build another one that's a little bigger, or I may use the
Get your old man carpal tunnel syndrome acting up, dude.
It's not even carpal. I don't think it's carpal tunnel. I mean, I always I'm playing. I'm playing
doing
on that
ergonomics. You're stretching out,
dude. I'm playing for
your hands.
Hours. Like you're doing anything for hours, you're gonna have some fatigue. I don't care.
You got some hand warm up pads, dude. You got the.
No, I don't got that. I don't got that.
Dang, dude, you got some wrist straps, dude.
What do you think about it though? I mean, I work from home. I work on a computer. I'm typing all fucking day.
Yeah, dude.
Like I don't know. Thank the knock on wood. I don't have any carpal tunnel predisposition. I don't have any things for it right now. But I don't want it either. So
facts, man.
Using the hitbox, using the arcade stick for Street Fighter 6, I'm going back and forth. I'm fine. I'm fine both ways. It's a fun time. So
all right.
Right now I'm maining DJ. I'm really giving it a go. I haven't played any other. Well, no, I played a little bit of Rashid too, but outside of like probably 3-4 hours on Rashid, I've been doing nothing but DJ, getting some drive cancel combos in, and got some two bread and butter combos that I'm working on. It's been good. It's been good.
You got some go-tos.
I do. I'm learning like just matchups and his feigns. His feign kicks are very strong, and before I wasn't really using it because I didn't really realize the proper situation to use them. But now I do, and it's opening up people a lot more. And
got a couple barrels, dude.
That axe kick really stops people from turtling in the corner, and the game kind of focuses on offense too. It's turtling isn't a real thing like it was in 5. But yeah, man, I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast playing Street Fighter 6. It's fun.
Oh, yeah, that's good, man. You're out there having a blast, having a laugh, playing some Street Fighter, dude.
I will say that my focus is going to be entirely on Street Fighter 6 because Mortal Kombat 1, for those who didn't order the premium edition, comes out on Friday.
Mortal Kombat?
Yep. So I'm a big Mortal Kombat guy, so I'll be playing that too. But see how it goes. And I always play Mortal Kombat with a controller because I can't play with an arcade stick. It's weird. It's weird.
You gotta listen to the techno intro, dude, and just blast Mortal Kombat, dude, as you play?
Every time a Mortal Kombat game comes out, I do. I truly do. So, yeah.
Watch the old commercial, dude. Remember that? Or was just screaming Mortal Kombat?
Did you see the new commercial where they remade
is it that?
With Batista? Yeah. They
finally, dude.
Like shot for shot, but it's with Batista instead of like the main dude or whatever.
It's like a little kid. Little kid grew up to be Batista, dude.
There's like a redhead kid, right? Who's just kind of staring at the screen trying to look tough. They get another redhead person, but I want to say it's the same dude. It's like the same dude, but an adult this time. Like all right, like fucking
close enough.
Like grimacing at the camera, so it's cool. It's a cool commercial. I'll link it to you right after we get done here. But yeah, man, I'm just playing some fighters, having a good time.
Commercial I saw the other day was the Liberty City for Cyberpunk, like their new expansion.
Yeah. They're marketing.
They had what's his name? They had like that one actor, that British actor.
Yeah, Idris Elba. Yeah, he's the main guy. He's the main bad guy.
He's a bad guy now?
Yeah,
Gee.
yeah.
He's not like I mean Johnny Silverhand was kind of a bad guy.
But I think he's a bad guy. He may be like I don't know. He's the main character in this DLC though.
I feel like in the Cyberpunk universe everyone's kind of a shitty
It's
person.
a gray area, yeah.
No, it's not great.
No,
It's like Shades of Black, dude.
Yeah.
It's like this is
Phantom
dark,
Liberty.
but
Phantom Liberty is what it's called.
yeah, Liberty City, Phantom
Are you
Liberty.
gonna grab that?
Maybe when it goes on sale. Maybe, dude. I also heard that like the new
Fuck you,
Final
I'm gonna buy it for you,
Fantasy
dude. You're
7
gonna
Part
play
2 is
that
coming
shit.
out, dude.
February.
Yeah, dude. They got
Yeah,
a date.
Sony State of Play happened, showing the Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, is what they're calling it. They claim over 100 hours of gameplay, which with that new combat engine, that's insane. That's awesome.
They got a new combat system, dude.
No, that's the one they were using, but
Okay.
it wasn't the original.
You're still in
Final Fantasy
Binding of
7 engine.
Isaac naming schemes, dude.
Yes.
All right. Damn.
Okay with it. What else is in it? Oh, new Princess Peach game. So Nintendo and Sony had their directs on the same day. So I
Oh.
think it's I think biggest thing was Final Fantasy 7, Mario Wonder everyone already knew about, but for the Switch, Princess Peach's game has a name, it's Princess Peach Superstar or something like that.
Does she need a game?
She said a few where she starts solo. They're different.
Oh,
They're different feeling. Like Luigi has his own game. Why not Peach?
I think Toad, he has his own game.
Toad has his own game.
Yoshi has his own game.
Yep. Shit. Yeah, everybody does, dude.
Damn.
Good shit. Yeah.
They should make some new characters, maybe, dude.
No, you don't want to be convoluted like Sonic, dude.
Oh yeah, just keep it tight. Keep it only
Get
these
it right.
mascots.
Get it right. Get
Yeah.
it tight. Yeah. Bubba Step,
All right.
Bubba Sparks. For sure.
We got your Kirby, dude. We got Mario. We got Peach.
Kirby's not a part of Mario, though.
He's part of that universe, dude.
No, he's not. He's his own.
I feel like the Nintendo
He's from
universe,
HAL
bro.
Laboratory. Okay.
Does Nintendo own Hell?
They do, but he's his own universe.
Okay, I mean, I guess there's as much
Kirby,
as like
King
Pokemon,
Dedede, Meta Knight.
where like they own like
I
most
think
of
you're thinking,
Pokemon.
It's half and half. I think you're thinking of like the Smash Brothers thing.
Well, they own
but-
like half of like the IP of Pokemon, and then they own half of like the studio that produces Pokemon. So it's like, yeah, they own like 80% of it, but like legally on paper, it's like
legally
50.
distinct. Yeah, for sure.
Sure. But then it's like their former like CEOs like go on to like run the other company as well. Like
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of shenanigans and chicanery and creative accounting, it feels like, with the
Get
Pokemon.
off the
Dude.
pencil jock, brother. They're doing God's work over there. All right.
The game was fucking broken, dude. That last Pokemon game, dude, that was like a busted ass piece of shit, dude. How dare they, dude? That's an offense to children, dude, and grown adults who still have the heart of kids, dude, trying to just run around the Pokemon world they always envisioned, and everything's busted.
And before we get into the main topic here,
Lifeless dead eyes, dude.
do you have a? You should borrow Professor's Switch, dude, so we can play F-Zero 99.
It's crazy how much hate Cyberpunk got, but none for Pokemon, dude. Like the amount of outrage, not proportional.
It was not proportional to the marketing of Pokemon to Cyberpunk as well, though.
Yeah, but if you look at like how big the franchise is,
No,
it's its own marketing juggernaut at this point, dude.
but there's difference between active marketing and just being there and being big.
And being terrible, I guess. Yeah, man. Yeah,
there's a difference.
Yeah.
But Cyberpunk really
3 animations.
Shout out to CD Projekt Red for fixing their shit. You had all the faith in the world for them to fix their shit. So props to you. You predicted that they'd fix it, and that the good game that you experienced, even despite the bugs, you had a relatively bug-free experience.
Yeah,
you
except
enjoyed
one bug.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it was fun.
I got it late, and I'm waiting to play through it with the Phantom Liberty expansion because it's Cyberpunk 2.0. So this seems to be the game that they envisioned. Finally.
Okay.
So with that, I'm gonna make a Cyberpunk run through. My wife and I, we both
is it its own
off work for
like separate new game plus type of situation, or is it like
if you start a new game, you have all the content with it.
Okay, but if I already finished the game,
finished it, it's like a plus kind of a thing. It's like an addition.
To start over, or
no.
do I just run through that content like the gaming god I am, dude?
Yeah, do it, dude. Do it.
Because like I played the shit out. I don't know if I talked a lot about this, but like I went through and got everything in that game at one point, dude. Like
yeah, you know,
all
you
like
can
the
use your
legendary
existing
weapons.
character.
I have like millions of credits, eddies or whatever they're called in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I got like
you should look at the patch notes, dude. I think you'll enjoy what they're.
I
what
had
they're doing.
a bunch of like I farmed like this transmog that was like supposed to like buff up like my equipment,
Mhm.
but like it didn't work because the game was busted. But then I was also like, yeah, I'm kind of trying to cheese the game too. So I was like, whatever, maybe this is like not busted, but a purposeful design choice.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, maybe they don't want people running around like super invincible.
Yeah, dude.
But I have a bunch of those, so if they fix or broke that, then yeah, I'm gonna be running around like a cybernetic god, dude.
Especially like the Phantom Liberty like storyline. People are saying is one of the best that CD Projekt Red has done. So
yeah.
that's
I got a laser
big
whip,
news.
dude. I got a gun that talks, bro.
Hell
I got
yeah,
everything
Hell
in
yeah,
that
dude.
thing.
Yeah. No, I'd be interested to hear your playthrough of it.
I got
But for
secret
me,
cars, dude.
it's gonna be a big RPG season for me, man. The wife and I we're taking a couple days off work for Baldur's Gate 3. We're gonna do a co-op campaign
dang.
together. Cyberpunk. We're gonna. She's interested in watching me play the game. And Starfield, she's gonna be playing that, and I'm gonna be like doing some of the combat scenarios for her, and she's kind of doing her own story. So
I heard that game's got a bunch of jank, easily exploitable too, but you know,
that's
whatever.
fine. I mean, with single player games, I think if you could exploit a single player game, it's not a big deal. It's fun.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, it's kind of how I
think
felt
that's
about
part of the fun.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
It's like I already beat the game, and I was like, what can I do? I'm going here and
Oh, yeah,
exploit
yeah.
it now and break this thing over my knee and have some fun, dude.
Yeah, you tell that to all the girls, don't you?
Yeah, dude.
let me get to what we're talking about, because we don't only talk about games here. You and I we dabble in the creation of them, especially you. And I feel like what's happened affects you more than it affects me. The Unity CEO came out, and this is the biggest news all week. You've heard it before.
Former
we
EA
come out
CEO.
we come out on
dude.
Sundays, so you had to wait for us. But former EA head, this current CEO of Unity, announced that
Unity.
even retroactively, you have to pay Unity a cut of your profit, of not only your profits, of your installs to Unity, including if your game is already out. You have to pay, it was like 20% or 20 cents on each install.
If you're using like the free
that.
version, it's like 20 cents. If you have like the pro version, I think it's like 10 or 5 cents. And then if you have like the enterprise version, it's like fractions of a cent. So it's like, hey, if you have like the best shit we offer, like this really doesn't affect you at all. Basically they probably just looked at like, look at all these free users. How can we get some money off them, dude?
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So if you are installed on a million fucking fucking devices, let's say your game was released in free for a bundle and it's a good game, and you're on a million devices, you're gonna have to retroactively pay fucking Unity $1 million. You know what I mean? Like $3 million, or whatever it is.
One developer I saw who's like a really big developer, I think is the people who made Rust.
Okay.
I think they said it would be for them right now. It's like about $20,000 a month is what they would have to pay.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
listen, your game's not making that anymore, because game sales work like this. Your first couple of weeks of release, that's gonna be your highest sales point fucking ever.
Yeah.
Despite later Steam sales or anything else, you're never gonna top your first week. Even if you release new DLC or anything else, most people, they'll be interested with new DLC, but you're usually getting existing customers coming back to update the game and check it out fully.
First impressions really matter.
I think the only game that came close to that was No Man's Sky when they fixed shit. But even then, even that anomaly, they did not reach their first week of sales. Yeah. So you're telling me that over the lifetime of a fucking game, after I hit like what did you remember the threshold for them?
I think it was like a million.
It's like no, I don't think it's a million, dude. I think it's like
no, you think it's like 200,000?
I think it's like 2,000 installs.
Okay.
So after 2,000 installs, to your 2001 install, you owe them let's say 20 cents. 2002. 40 cents, you got to pay these fuckers. That shit's gonna add up.
Reinstalls. It's per install. Like
they came back and said reinstalls aren't gonna matter, and then
but they also said they have no way of knowing.
And that same day they said that'll probably matter. We don't know how to. We're like, yeah, we'll just cut the difference and you just pay us. What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Dude,
So they're
that's me coming into your fucking house after, like, let's say I gave you a gift, right? Like, you didn't have to pay shit. And I came back, you're using your gift, and you start making money off of my gift that I gave you. I came back and go, I need residuals, bro. I came back 3 years later, dude. That's not my shit anymore. You're using that for you. Like, if I come up with my handout, you'd punch me in the mouth and go, "What the fuck you doing?" So here's what I'm proposing for every single fucking developer who uses Unity, and I'd love your opinion on this. But go on, fucking.
Oh,
X.
we just had a kind of a conversation adjacent to this just the last night with the boys. We're talking, and our buddy gave our other buddy like a bunch of his old magic cards. He's like, "Oh yeah, sure, you can have it." And then like we were all talking about the magic cards. He's like, "If one of those you end up selling to Post Malone for $1 million, bro, you gotta hook me up, bro." And I was like, "Don't do it, bro. Once you do that, you're opening yourself up. He's gonna always keep coming back, dude. Yeah, every time.
100%.
Just be like, nah, man, nah, ain't giving you shit."
But if
he's like, "Come on, man, it ain't nothing, dude."
He knows that those came from him.
Yeah.
Like, it's up to him whether he gives him like a bump back. Like, dude, you probably didn't realize how much this was worth. Here you go. This helps me out. You're helped out too.
Yeah,
but that is not
slippery slope, bro.
Decide.
But
that's
then it's like how many times? Yeah, it's not for the other person to be like, "Hey, man,
but yeah, dude, here's what I'm saying. You go on fucking Twitter, write a letter, tell the CEO to suck your fat cock. I don't care what it is.
Dude, don't do that. Dude.
Nope. You tell them every fucking day until they switch this, dude. This is the biggest Like, this is the biggest fucking like slap in the face to the indie community that I can remember, truly. And the VR community depends on Unity for this. It's the best,
mobile devices.
It's the best platform
games,
to develop VR for because
software.
of ease of use and let's face it, VR is bolstered. It's held up by the indie community. So everyone's gonna have to switch to Unreal Engine 5, and their VR support, it's there, but it's not great yet.
True.
What are we doing? So you,
some
Chip,
people,
as an indie developer, what's your opinion on this, man?
Deep in the conspiracy theory, the cankles, dude, people were saying that this might be a move that they did on purpose to position themselves for a buyout from Apple, because like their VR shit's so dependent on Unity. So they're like, oh, maybe they're trying to get the entire company bought out by like Apple or Facebook, Meta. Because both of them use so much VR stuff. So they're like, they might be purposefully trying to tank the stock price to position themselves for a buyout. If you want to go like deep, big brain, long-term evil EA CEO conspiracy theory. I don't think that. I think it's like scummy business people being like, how can we, somebody probably was like, give me like 5 different proposals on how we can monetize like the free build and actually start like turning some more profit.
They already monetize the free build. If you go over, if you release your game, it has that Unity splash screen, but you can still make money on it. And then after you make X amount of dollars, you have to pay them. It's already monetized. This was industry standard. The Unreal Engine does the same thing.
Shareholders don't care, bro. It's quarterly profit-driven thinking, dude.
Yeah.
So they're like, we got to increase profits this next quarter, dude. We've been doing all these acquisitions, all these buyouts. They bought up fucking Weta.
Ironforge. They bought Ironforge, which is an AdSense company. Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I heard like also rumors that people were saying that if you transition to use Ironforge, like they're reaching out to certain developers and like, hey, if you switch over to Ironforge, we will waive all these fees for you. Like, you don't have to worry about nothing. And a lot of people are like, hey man, it's kind of illegal to do that because like you're trying to like take out your competitor like through like this weird weird office. Yeah. So and they're like in some regions, but they're like not sure about like other regions and stuff. It's like it gets weird when you get into like a global piece of software like this. There's a lot of like nuance.
It's to the point where you're gonna have to tell people, don't install my game.
Yeah.
You have multiple games on itch.io right now.
Yeah.
If you get close to that fucking threshold, dude, you're gonna have to take that game down. And then people are
great, dude. Everybody be seeing it, dude.
Yeah.
They'd be out there experiencing the game.
Everybody's seeing it, everybody's experiencing it, but do you want to start paying Unity out the ass for game you released for free?
Fuck no, dude. I'm gonna shut that shit down real quick, dude.
Right. So what is your thoughts on this whole thing? Are you gonna continue using Unity?
I've been talking about switching for a while to like Godot. I'll probably keep using Unity, dude. I'm a pussy, dude. I got too much time and expertise in Unity at this point. I like Godot. It feels clunky, but maybe that's just because I haven't used it enough. like it seems like it has like intuitive stuff, but like there's certain things where it's like you can't attach more than one script. And like the cool thing about all this shenanigans popping off was like the CEO of Godot, or the person in charge over there. I don't know if they have a CEO,
No,
but he was like
open. He's kind of like
the head honcho,
yeah.
the head cat in the room.
It's community driven, right?
Buns.
So yeah, he's kind of like the Anyway,
the figurehead, the foreman.
Yep. The ringmaster,
boss.
you know, of the circus or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
not his animals, not a circus. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he was saying that like, oh shit, well guys, I see all this shit going on with Unity. I'm gonna start like focusing on these three things, and like one is like furthering like C# support, which is great. Because I was just the other day watching like a dude switching over from Unity to Godot, and he was like trying to figure out like their C# scripting is basically the same, as a little different, but not crazy. And
the
like
support
if you're
wasn't
using,
great from what I understand, correct?
yeah, but like if you're using like a Visual Studio for your C# writing, it knows what Godot is doing, so you can kind of like figure it out by like just looking at like what options there are as you're typing. It's not like crazy complicated. The second part, I think you said you want to create like some sort of asset store for people who are used to that kind of environment, where they just want to like give people money to help them like, you know, jumpstart like a product or a demo of like their idea.
Sure.
And I think the third thing he said was like going to expand like more tutorial and support for those people. So it's a big money moves, big talk. We'll see if it pans out.
Yeah.
I know they dropped 4 of the engine, and like when I tried that out at the time, it was like broken as fuck. So, but then like I read somewhere else that they were like, oh yeah, they just put this out for, I think it was like the Game Developers Conference was that week. So they're like, oh, they just wanted to have something to show at it. So they like rushed that out and like,
sure.
Yeah, it was missing features. But like since then, like they've dropped like the full on LTS, the long-term supported version of that.
Sure.
Another big selling point for me was going to be like smaller builds, but I watched somebody build like a blank project with one sprite in it. It was like 60 megabytes, and I was like, how the fuck? I thought this was supposed to be smaller builds.
Sure.
This is bullshit. Like, so I don't know.
Compression wasn't really there.
It's not, you know,
but it could be the person just like underlying coding.
Didn't know or didn't click a button somewhere.
The best way to do it. Sure.
Yeah. This was like a newer user, and he's like, all right, how do I export this to like a, you know, .exe, and it was like 60 megabytes, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that comes back to my point, dude. We're not in a great spot for it. Games as a service is already kind of hurting the whole every industry. The game is
software as a service.
Software as a service. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I meant. The software as a service is hurting.
Games also
every fucking industry we're in. Like, games are doing worse. You're right.
Yeah.
Unity.
Like
Unity
we're getting
as one.
Dude, is the developers for the games are starting to get charged as a service. The people trying to get the games are getting charged for like.
Yeah, dude. And when does it end? When does it end? At some point, we as users, we as creators, we have to fucking put our foot down. If it's a mass transit to Godot, to Unreal 5, hopefully that support just bumps up, real quick. Great.
Yeah, if they get their VR shit together, they've made a lot of progress in that domain.
Oh yeah. From what Veil is one project that switched to Unreal Engine 5, whose optimizations and stuff, the game runs better than it ever has.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that that they could be one of the beacons to, push.
Yeah, as soon as they get like I would say like we also need like somebody to take the void for mobile and web development. Because like I don't know, I was just listening to somebody talk
Unreal
about this.
Both, but it's not. It's kind of piecemeal. Yeah.
But somebody was talking about like a similar thing that happened because people were talking about like, oh, it's Unity, it's not going to go away. And somebody was like, bro, I'm an OG head developer. Like, I remember when Flash, we thought the same thing about Flash, dude. Macromedia Flash, bro. We're like, this is in everything. It's 85% of the web. It'll always be a thing. We built whole businesses around it. Like,
dude,
and
I
then
still
like
have
within
fucking action script knowledge in my head that's fucking useless now.
And he was like, it was gone, dude. And then like somebody else, I was reading like the comments for the video, and somebody else was like, yeah, bro, I started a business. I had like 6 employees. Like 90% of our revenue dried up within like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Just because it was gone.
Yeah.
So this like happens. Like big developers, big pieces of software, like that are ubiquitous around the web. I think somebody else said like there's like a JavaScript one as well that happened where everybody was using like this different.
Java themselves sunset.
Yeah. Well, there's like a little slice of it that everybody was using.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Now we have HTML5 powered web. You know?
Yeah. Usually, like people in web in game
They're
development.
not afraid to change, dude. They're not.
No, and like you have to be fast to pivot because everything's changed so much as we've grown up. So we had to be quick to learn and adapt.
Remember when 3D Studio Max was like the tops of the tops?
Yeah, bro. 3D oh, it's the best.
Yeah, now it's just fucking. You can use whatever the fuck you want, and it's just as good. Like,
you're like, oh, if you want actual, real physics or real rendering, you have to use this. It's like, nah, bro.
Physics, and now it's like, whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Houdini's pretty fucking good. Blender's pretty okay. Like, Maya's all right, dude. Like,
for sure. Dude, all I'm saying, man, is you Unity developers out there and ship you big one, dude. I'm just saying, dude. Tell John Riccatello, suck my fat cock, just as much as you can. Give him a call. Don't threaten him. Don't threaten the man's life. That's not what we want.
Anybody. I don't want none of this, dude.
That's all. That's just a simple request. I hope him on Twitter, I hope it says nothing but suck my fat cock for fucking years, that he has to scroll for years.
Infinite cocks, dude.
Infinite cocks to suck, dude. Fuck that, dude. Seriously? That's your, like, and it's not just him, right? I'm sure he's just kind of like the person who said it. He may even be the person who pitched it. But you have a fucking board of investors who go, yep, let's do that. So just someone 3D print a giant fucking cock, send that to him and said, every one of you guys suck it. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I've heard because the Unity developer community is kind of tight knit. Like people in Unity have been like, yeah, dude, they proposed this, and all of us were like, this is a bad idea. We brought up almost every single concern that all these people are bringing up now, and we were told at the meeting like, oh, thanks, we'll talk more about this. And then like it was like that next week they just announced it. So it was like, some high on head was like, oh, get feedback, but we don't give a fuck. We're already going to do this type of thing. And there's nothing that like the employees could really do about it. There's nothing that like, sober minds, everybody with like two brain cells was like, this is a fucking terrible idea. Like everybody else was like, but money though, have you thought about money? And then somebody else was like, yeah, dude, put it out there. Worst case scenario, we have to roll it back, but just a little bit. Instead of like 20 cents, we could be like, oh, now it's only 5 cents. Oh, now it's only if like, it's over 1 million installs, but it's already there. It's like, now it's only a fraction of a cent. And now it's only if you're profitable. Like,
they've proven that their EULA means jack shit. Like, they can alternate.
Well, they silently changed that. Like, I think last year back in January, like they like went through and like changed their EULA. So, so Internet Sleuths already kind of like brought that shit up there. Like, hey man, you kind of changed the terms of service here without really telling anybody. But I don't know. It's always been kind of shady. Even like open source shit. Like I use like GDevelop sometimes, and that tracks a lot of shit. Like it'll send me back analytics like every month, dude. Yeah. And I'm like, how are they getting this? I don't remember enabling this.
The thing with Adobe Creative Cloud, using everyone's work to fuel their AI driven shit. So
they were like, we're not going to use any artist's AI.
But it's enabled by default.
For our AI training,
yourself. Oh my god, there's too much shit, dude. That
I don't.
Big companies are trying to fuck the little guy. It's always happened. It's happened from the dawn of time. It'll happen till the end of time.
I thought Adobe's business model would never work too, where they're like switch to like a monthly subscription. Yeah. I was like, oh no, you just want to buy the software once. Why would I pay for a service of this software? I just want to use the service. I just want to use the software that I paid for once. Why switch to like Clip Studio? It's all right. It's nowhere near fucking.
I use DaVinci instead of the Adobe Premiere, and I was a Premiere user. I was an After Effects user. I loved both.
I think I got you to switch to DaVinci.
You did get me to switch to DaVinci.
I just paid for After Effects for years, dude.
Yeah.
Just canceled that like a little bit ago. I love After Effects. It's a good product. Like we're not. Like we're not knocking any of the software or any of the developers that like build the product.
Of course not.
We're shitting on the business decisions here. And like, sure, there's like ways to improve like a lot of these products as well too. Like they could be faster, better, whatever.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, like the guy who's like coding in the fucking widgets isn't making the business decision, dude.
Yeah, dude. This is just it was a dark day for indie game development that just this week, man. I implore everyone who uses Unity, try and make a small project with another engine. See how you like it. See if it's plausible for you to do it. Don't. It's just whatever project you're working on. Stop. Take a breath. Make something small. see how it goes. And Chip, for yourself, I know you're working on writing currently, but
Yeah.
even if you could take an old project, port it to a different engine, see how it
See how
goes.
it goes.
I'm curious what your thoughts are, man. Just
Yeah.
because
I don't know. We've always said
yeah.
too, because I was thinking back of like, what did we recommend to people who are like just starting out as well? Like, I don't think either one of us was like Unity. I think maybe I said like,
you said it's what's easiest to use, right? Or easiest.
I
to
said
learn.
it's like easy to get into, but I was like, to start off, I'd rather people go with like Construct or GDevelop or like even Scratch, like something that like, you know, you can learn like some fundamentals.
I'm not a fan of Scratch, but that's a personal thing.
Yeah, but you can see shit, like you can figure things out. Like, yeah, you can get something done in an afternoon. And I feel like that's a huge motivating factor instead of being like, oh, I have to listen to lectures for 3 months and read a book for a year. And now I can start programming. It's like, I could like, you know, see something happen, you know?
Definitely. So, closing thoughts here. Chip, I'll give you the floor, and then I'll you kind of just did it anyway, but and I'll end it too. But go ahead. Thoughts on Unity? Thoughts on what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I've always kept a side eye on Godot. I've always been, I'll open it up from time to time, even before I start like a new Unity project. And it's been like a slow transition where I'm like, maybe it just hasn't quite been there and things aren't clicking for me, but I also haven't like dedicated like a huge swath of time to it. Because I'm like, I could spend this time learning this engine, or I could make a game. What do I want to do? Because I already know so much. Like I said, I'm just now getting to the point where I'm like more comfortable and confident in my C# skills. Yeah. And so I was like, do I want to like try and learn some other shit, or do I just want to stick to like what I know? And like, I feel like 9 times out of 10, you're better off just like committing to like what you know. But like now it's like software's getting so bad where it's like, fuck, I might not have a choice here. Like you said, like anything could happen. I have like all these different projects out there. I'm like, should I start taking them down? Should I uninstall Unity altogether so it's not even on my system? Can I delete my account? You know. And then you also like bought into like the deeper system of like the asset store where like I had, you know, but I've always looked at that more as like supporting like other artists where I'm like, oh, I like this piece of art or something. So I'll give that money. They'll have some placeholder art. So, you know, I feel like nothing really lost there, even though it feels like a lot of money, but it's like scattered over, you know, years. It's not like a one lump sum. Then there's like sales and humble bundles that they've been doing as well.
Got it.
Yeah. I don't know. Godot's like really the option. I've always liked the idea of Unreal as well.
Yeah.
But it uses like C++ or Blueprint, and I've looked at blueprints, bro. And
Unreal's visual scripting has been butthole, but hopefully this will push the Unreal devs to focus on their visual scripting to make it easier for the wider indie. Because most indies who make games, even the ones that start off with visual scripting, they'll migrate over to coding at some point. But a lot of people like to see their ideas just fucking flourish at any rate. So you know, fingers crossed for that. But yeah,
it didn't seem crazy. Like I watched a guy like make like a simple switch and a simple door, and it's like, this doesn't seem too bad.
Sure.
I also like that Unreal has like their like 3D asset store or whatever that they got. They bought up like all those scans for 3D models.
Yep.
That look cool. I like nanites.
You get their networking engine too, which is always good. Yeah.
But like primary, like the shit I've been doing, those like web stuff and mobile. So I don't know. I don't even know if Godot can export easily to those two things. I think they have web. I'm not sure about mobile.
The exporting is definitely a real problem that a lot of these, like Unreal, obviously you're gonna have to pay fucking out the ass to export it to like console and other shit. But Godot, I think it's always been like a third party or something that's been like converting for you. So maybe if we could get some sort of export options for these, I think that's one of the big things they have to focus on is you know, make exporting to different platforms easier.
You know,
I'm saying that out of a point of ignorance. I haven't used Godot. I haven't used Unreal in quite some time.
Let me throw a curveball right here at the end. About 3JS or like Babylon JS, dude. Like JavaScript, dude. There's like they got some shit, dude. Like for like my purposes, dude. They got some
for your purposes, sure. But I think
I always look at them
easily stolen.
But all the shit, like people
even when you encrypt it,
that was like one of the big complaints for like all the indie devs. They're like, what about pirated versions of our game? Do those installs count? They're like, you'll have to contact us if that happens. We'll figure something out. It's like, bitch, that's not an answer, dude. It's so easy for people to like download like APKs and shit. I know they've like done some backend stuff now to like add certain keys and protective measures in like the last update, but it's it's still pretty easy to be a pirate, dude.
Yep.
And like, you're never gonna win that war any which way. Like, if like you worried about people stealing your game, that's champagne problems.
Right. True.
You know, it's usually like other regions that can't afford like the crazy price tag, or youngsters who couldn't buy it anyway.
Yep.
It's I don't know. There's still a lot of good people who out there like who want to support devs, and like I've always been, you know, saying like, hey man, don't even. I've always like, I know you've notoriously been against like even giving like mobile games and shit money. You're like, don't never give them a fucking cent, dude. And I'm like, you know, if you did it bring you joy?
I've softened since we've talked, actually.
Yeah,
I think your point of you're like you played a mobile game enough, and you said, well, I've had 10 hours into this game. Throwing them $5 isn't like I've had definitely $5 worth of fun.
Yeah,
and
I've usually been like an
you're
advocate
right.
for like a beginner
right.
pack or like something. Nothing like too crazy.
I've
like
softened on that.
Don't fall down the rabbit hole of like I gotta get the best shit. I gotta pay to win. But if you're like, you know what, I have fun. I'm gonna get this little trinket or whatever. It's all right. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I don't know, man. What about you? Does this affect you at all, bro? You got any closing thoughts on this shit?
Since I don't use Unity, it doesn't affect me. Be honest, I do primarily 2D things, and
I mean, dude, you got pretty riled up there. You're talking about sending dicks to the fucking CEO.
Oh yeah,
like,
because dude, it's someone using.
It's about sending a message.
It's exactly.
Hey,
it's
dude.
someone using perceived power, to fuck over a giant community. Like, well, you can't let that stand. I'm against dictatorships wherever it is. I don't give a fuck where it is, dude.
I think you brought up a really good point to me the other day, where you're saying Unity only got so big because of its community. It's not the engine.
Yep. So, as I told Chip, and he just now, my thing with that is Unity isn't as big because it's the best product. It's not as big because it's the best user-friendly product. It got big because the community rallied around it. The reason why Unity is so big is because of the community tutorials, the community-driven just like add-ons. We
support
as a community, I will tell you this. Any support that you got in Unity, you can't figure something out. It's another community member helping you out. It's not anyone who works for Unity. It's not Unity themselves. It's not John cocksucking Riccatello. It's and nothing wrong with sucking cock, but John
it might taste delicious. Try one.
Does it quite a bit and often.
Yeah.
But it's the community built this. The community did everything to put Unity on the pedestal that it's on. And you take something that the community built, and then you just decided to, fucking strap on your boot and step on it. And we as a community should not let that stand. I play games made on Unity. I support indie devs. I have fucking Chip right here, who uses Unity, who I support his projects.
Thanks, man.
I don't want to have to
chipmunk on a child.
Worry that I'm gonna play this game. I clicked install, and now I'm one of the fuckers who's over the 2,000, and you're paying an additional 20 cents for my install because I want to try and support you. Nothing good can come of this. Nothing good.
Yeah, just profits.
But
it's like where are they getting it from, though?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's at the end of the day, it's like where you pulling this blood from a stone. You're like, oh, we want 20 cents, but it's like, yeah, dude, I didn't charge any money. People got this game for free. Like,
yeah,
you just weren't gonna like bill me into like bankruptcy. Is that the plan?
Yep. So one of the things is what happens if your game like gets bought by Epic, right? And it's one of their free games for the week. You're gonna have 1 million installs.
Yeah.
You just have they get a cut of what you paid to Epic, or Epic paid you for exclusivity. You're a part of a humble bundle.
Yeah.
Someone decides to give all the money to charity, give you not a cent. You're
some
forced to pay for that
big time streamer like Mr. Gimpy streams your game, and now millions of people are downloading your game to play it and try it out after his classic reaction. You're like, oh, that classic Mr. Gimpy reaction. Let me check this shit out.
Exactly. It's a slippery slope. It's something that we shouldn't stand for. And the fact that there's a giant outrage for it, I'm very happy that the community didn't just lie down and take it. So keep your pitchforks up. Keep the torches burning. I'm with you.
Respectfully, I don't know.
Fuck
They
this man, dude.
said they
Fuck that
had
dude.
like some
That
crazy
dude-
death
that
threats
dude
that they already
proved-
got, dude.
Okay, yeah, you don't want to give
They had
death
to get
threats to anyone,
yeah,
right? And
the
he
police
hasn't done
got
that
involved.
either, right? I get that.
It was
I get that. You don't want
it
to
was
break
like
the
one
law.
of the employees from the inside was
Yeah,
sending
right.
them threats.
You don't want to
dude.
break the law,
It wasn't like-
obviously, but dude, if someone's being a fucking dick, you gotta call him out on being a dick, dude. Like that's all I'm
Yeah.
saying, man. And in my personal life, and Chip, you've known me for quite a while. You know, if someone's being a dick, I'm gonna walk up to them and go, "Hey, dude, stop being a fucking dick."
Yeah,
You know,
dude.
I'm that person at the grocery store who, if someone's being an asshole to the cashier, I'm like, "Hey, stop being a fucking douchebag to this person. They're working, they're helping you out. Stop being a fucking bitch." You know, so that's
Not me,
that's
bro.
all it
I
is,
avoid confrontations at
Nah,
any
dude,
given
I
turn,
don't give
bro.
a shit, dude. People shouldn't talk down to people, man. That's what it is. But yeah, man.
That's
On
fair,
that
man.
on that soapbox, man. And everybody listening, fuck Unity. That's it, man.
Yeah, try something else out.
Even if they reverse all these decisions, they've proven that they're untrustworthy.
Yeah, they've been going the dark route
So-
for quite a while now.
So fuck them. Unity's done. This is the death of
Yeah.
Unity. Fucking
This is like this is-
September 17th, 2023. Death of Unity. Rest in peace. Go piss on the
Rip,
grave.
dude.
The Combo Wombo podcast. I'm Mr. Gimpy.
Chipmunk.
We're here every Sunday. Like, share, subscribe. We're out of here. Take it easy.
Yeah, peace.